Welcome to the Poetry Fix on Radio Free Hillsdale 101.7 FM. I'm your host, Erika Kyba, bringing you your weekly fix of poetry from across time. Today we continue our journey through the legend of the Knight of the Red Cross. Una and Red Cross find themselves in a dark wood, and Spencer takes a little detour from the action to describe the various trees that surround them. You'll notice that all these trees have symbolic import, and they all lend themselves to epic poetry. You've got the laurel, the reward of mighty conquerors, the sage, which belongs to the poets, and the willow, emblem of forlorn lovers. You also get a description of the maple, which is seldom inward sound, imagery which warns us of characters who have all the appearance of goodness, but conceal a lack of integrity. Spencer has pretty much given us, through these trees, all the thematic elements that are going to dominate the canto. As they make their way through the forest, Red Cross and Una come across the allegorical den of error, both a literal monster and a symbolic representation. Una and the dwarf warn Red Cross not to seek a fight with error, but Red Cross, rashly confident in the power of his virtue, decides to try his strength. With all that said, let's dive in. The Faerie Queene. The Legend of the Knight of the Red Cross by Edmund Spencer. Narrated by Erika Kyba, Zelda Gilbert, Kevin Pines, and Josh Underwood.
The laurel, mead of mighty conquerors and poets sage, the fir that weepeth still, the willow worn of forlorn paramours, the yew obedient to the bender's will, the birch for shafts, the sallow for the mill, the myrrh sweet bleeding in the bitter wound, the warlike beech, the ash for nothing ill, the fruitful olive and the platane round, the carver holm, the maple seldom inward sound. Led with delight, they thus beguile the way, until the blustering storm is overblown, when weening to return whence they did stray, they cannot find that path which first was shown, but wander to and fro in ways unknown, furthest from end then when they nearest ween, that makes them doubt their wits be not their own. So many paths, so many turnings seen, that which of them to take in diverse doubt they been. At last resolving forward still to fare, till that some end they find or in or out, that path they take, that beaten seemed most bare, and like to lead the labyrinth about, which when by tract they hunted had throughout, at length it brought them to a hollow cave amid the thickest woods. The champion stout eftsoons dismounted from his courser brave, and to the dwarf awhile his needless spear he gave.
Be well aware,
quoth then that lady mild,
lest sudden mischief ye too rash provoke. The danger hid, the place unknown and wild, breeds dreadful doubts. Oft fire is without smoke, and peril without show. Therefore your stroke, Sir Knight, withhold till further trial made.
Ah, lady,
said he,
shame were to revoke the forward footing for an hidden shade. Virtue gives herself light through darkness for to wade.
Yea, but,
quoth she,
the peril of this place, I better wot than you, though now too late to wish you back return with foul disgrace. Yet wisdom warns, whilst foot is in the gate, to stay the step ere forced to retreat. This is the wandering wood, this error's den, a monster vile whom God and man does hate. Therefore I read beware.
Fly, fly,
quoth then the fearful dwarf.
This is no place for living men.
You've been listening to The Poetry Fix with Erika Kyba. If you enjoyed this episode, consider following The Poetry Fix on Spotify, YouTube, or Apple Podcasts. And if you have any poems you want to see in a future episode, email your suggestions to thepoetryfix@gmail.com. Join me next week, and we'll be meditating on the Lenten season with The Dream of the Rude.